Do you want to know why the song Dedicato a te by Italian band Le Vibrazioni can tell us so much about the Italian culture? Well, keep on watching and I'll tell you. Ciao e benvenuti su LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. Io sono Pietro and today we are going to translate together the song Dedicato a te.
This song was a request by a viewer of the channel Hi-Nrg who requested this song by the band Le Vibrazioni.
The year 2023 marks the 20th anniversary of the release of this song, and the band decided to do something special for this anniversary, going into the very location where the original video was shot and playing a version of this song for the bystanders without any prior warning. They did something like the Beatles rooftop concert, only that this was not a rooftop concert, it was a boat top concert. In fact, they played this song on a moving boat in that area of Milan known as Unveil. Now, as I wrote in the previous video featuring my particular version of this song,
if you want, go and check it out. There's the written translation as the words go.
This song has had in the last 20 years quite an influence on the Italian culture, and the cultural footprint wouldn't be the same if this song didn't have the video that made it so very famous. Actually, I should say the two musical videos that made it famous.
And actually, if we want to be even more precise,
it's about 4 musical videos that made the song even more and more famous. Now, the song came out in the year 2003 and it had an original video.
The idea for the video came from producer Demetrio Sartorio and the director of the video is Domenico Liggeri.
And the original musical video follows a girl from maybe the moment she wakes up and puts on her jacket and shoes, goes out of her apartment, and then she takes a walk along the streets of the Navigli area in Milan. The original video featured a blonde girl. The name of the blonde protagonist actress of this video is Angelica Cacciapaglia. But then the band released another musical video with the same exact features, only that the protagonist this time was not a blonde girl, it was a brunette. I'm not sure about the identity of the brunette actress who was featured in the second video, but I've read in the comment section of this musical video that her name was actually Giulia, the name which is sung so many times in the song, and I've also read that she used to be the singer's girlfriend at the time. Take this with a grain of salt, I'm not sure about it, but it could be true. Up until a few days ago when I did my research to make this video, I thought that the choice of a video with a blonde girl and one with a brunette was to satisfy the different tastes of the Italian viewers. You have to know that there's this thing about the blonde and the brunette
in italiano la bionda e la mora
in the Italian culture that goes on for, well, at least 3 decades as far as I'm concerned. And you can tell me in the comment section if this is a thing in your country too. One of the things that came to mind when I saw the 2 different versions of the video 20 years back, it was they're doing just like Striscia la Notizia is doing. And what is Striscia la Notizia? This is a very popular Italian show and it has been very popular for maybe 30 years. This show is presented like the news at night, only it's quite comedic, and it features 2 presenters who read the news, and then there's this very important presence of 2 girls, a blonde and a brunette, whose only role is more or less that of bringing to the presenter sheets of paper with some information written on. And these sheets of paper were originally called veline. These were very thin sheets of paper where some news was written. Since this show gained a huge amount of popularity, the term velina has come to indicate a girl who is part of a TV show, but who is there only to, how should I put it, show her beauty. You can tell me if you have this same thing in your country too, i.e. TV shows in which you have the presence of good-looking girls, very often not clad in the garments of renunciation, who are there only to keep the audience, and generally the male audience, watching. You can tell me in the comments below. So this is a word, velina, or its plural veline, which is very, very popular in today's standard Italian, and its original meaning, that of a piece of paper with news written on, has actually changed because of this TV show Striscia la Notizia. It was only after doing some research for this video that I found out that the reason for shooting a second musical video of the song Dedicato a te was not that of presenting a blonde and a brunette for the Italian public to enjoy, but rather for personal reason regarding the relationship between the singer of the band, Francesco Sarcina, and his girlfriend at the time. This is all part of the gossip, but suffice it to say that, to start with, this song was particular because it had two almost identical videos in which only the protagonist is different, and you can check them both out by clicking in the links in the description below. But this is not the only reason why this song was influential in the Italian culture. Shortly after the release of the video by the band Le Vibrazioni, other Italian artists decided to mock, so to say, the video of the song Dedicato a te and make their own versions. It happened with the band, probably my favorite Italian band, which is EELST, and you can check out some of their songs that I covered in this channel with translation and everything in the links below. They made their version of this video featuring one of their mascots, should I say, as the protagonist. It's not a girl anymore, it's an architect, and he is known widely as Mangoni, which is his surname. But in the video by EELST, you can also see some members of the band Le Vibrazioni and the blonde girl of the original musical video. The song by EELST is called Spalmen. Spalmen does not mean anything in Italian, and it is the story of a particular superhero, and if you want to know more about it, just tell me in the comments below and I'll be glad to tell you some more details about this superhero and that song. There is another artist who used the same video idea, only that he is the protagonist, and this artist is the Italian rapper Frankie Hi-Nrg MC. The title of the song is Chiedi Chiedi, which means ask, ask. And at the very beginning of the video, we see the same girl waking up from her nap, probably, and putting on her white jacket and shoes and going out of the flat. But then things change because the protagonist is actually Frankie Hi-Nrg MC. The original video by Le Vibrazioni and on a particular kind of bar, and it is particular because it is on a boat. The area is that of the Navigli in Milan, and the canal that you see is called the Naviglio Pavese, originally called Il Canale di Pavia. And on this canal there is this boat, and the boat is actually a bar, where in the original video there's the band Le Vibrazioni who are playing at one end of the boat, and the girl goes into the bar where there's a lot of people drinking and having fun and watches the concert. Now in the videos of EELST and of Frankie Hi-Nrg MC, the story ends on the very same boat, but the finales are different. Go and check them out, they are a lot of fun to watch. I'll put the links below. So you see how a very popular song with a very, very popular musical video, actually two musical videos, had their resonance in the Italian culture, and how much of the Italian culture we can actually learn from just a simple song. Now, the band Le Vibrazioni, at the beginning of their career, and I'm not sure what they do today, but they presented themselves like a classic rock band from the late 1960s or 70s, and also the musical style can remind us of that classic rock. In fact, well, not in my version, but in the original version, you have this guitar intro of the song that can remind us of some classic rock tune. There's a lane.
No, that's another tune.
Well, I think that's about it for the introduction of this song. Now let's get to the translation. And as the band chose a classic sort of look, also the lyrics of this song can be labeled as classic or classical sounding. In fact, even though this song is comparatively recent, it's only 20 years old, in it you will find some literary sounding words and expressions that embellish the song, and they give the song a sort of a poetic flavor. And on to our translation. As usual, you will see the lyrics on this part of the screen, and some important words or phrases will be highlighted in the lower portion of the video. Let's start from the title. As usual, Dedicato a te. It's quite easy. It means dedicated to you, word by word. The first line is just one word, and it's sai. And sai means you know, just like when you're asking you know, but it's not really a question, it's more, can you relate? Sai, you know. And then it proceeds, certe volte accade che. Certe volte literally means certain times, but if you put them together, these two words, it means sometimes. Accade che. Accade means it happens. E che is that. Sai, certe volte accade che. Following line, ci sia bisogno di andar via. Ci sia means there is. But maybe you will ask me, isn't there is c'è? And you would be right. In this case, ci sia uses the subjunctive. Ci sia is subjunctive and it means there is. It happens that there is. Accade che ci sia. Bisogno di andar via. Bisogno is need or the need. Di andar means to go, and andar is the short form of andare. In songs or poems, you can shorten an infinitive like andare so that it fits better into the metrics. And via means away. So ci sia bisogno di andar via means there is the need to go away. Following line, e lasciare tutto al fatto. E means and. Lasciare means to leave, and it's the infinitive. Tutto is everything. Al fatto means to fate. Actually, al is the union of a and il, which literally would mean to the il. So the literal translation of this line would be and leave everything to the fate. Fatto is fate. And then it proceeds, fare come un equilibrista. We are still connected to the ci sia bisogno di of the third line. There is the need of doing what? Andar via, go away. Lasciare tutto al fatto, leave everything to fate. And the third action that there's the need of doing is fare come un equilibrista. So there's the need of doing, fare, come un equilibrista. Come is like or as, un equilibrista, a equilibrista is an equilibrist or a tightrope walker. So do as the tightrope walker. Following line, che sul mondo. Che refers to the equilibrist. Who? Sul mondo means on the world. Sul is the union of su, which is on or up, and il, which is the, on the, sul. Mondo is the world. So do as the tightrope walker who, on the top of the world, what does he do? Sfida il crollo delle sue capacità, which is the last line of the first chorus. Sfida means defies. Can you hear that? Sfida, defy. They are related, this word, or we could translate this sfida as challenge. Sfida can either be a noun, like a challenge, or a verb. L'equilibrista sfida. The tightrope walker challenges. What does he challenge? Il crollo delle sue capacità. Il crollo is the collapse. When a building collapses, we say that un edificio crolla. Delle sue means of his. Actually, delle is the union of di plus le, of plus the, of the, his. In Italian, we like to put the definite article before the possessive adjective. Of his. Capacità is abilities or skills. And now we get to the chorus. Ma questo è dedicato a te. Ma is but, questo is this song we imagine, even though song in Italian is feminine and questo is masculine. È dedicato a te. È dedicato means is dedicated, a te, to you. But this is dedicated to you. Ma questo è dedicato a te. Following line. Alla tua lucente armonia. Alla tua literally means at the, your. Alla is the union of a plus la, at and the. Tua is your, but we know that here it means to your. Lucente armonia. Armonia is harmony, and lucente, you can hear the word luce inside, which means light, and lucente means something that emanates light, so bright or glittering or shiny. So la tua lucente armonia can be your shiny harmony. And then it proceeds with sei immensamente Giulia. This means you are immensely Giulia. Usually we wouldn't put the word immensamente, which is immensely, in front of a personal noun. We would say sei immensamente bella, for example. You are immensely beautiful. In this case, the singer and author decided to play with the words and say, you are so immensely Giulia. And then it proceeds, il tuo nome è come musica. Il tuo nome means your name, even though in Italian we say the your name. Il is the. E come musica means it is like music. Mi riempie. It fills me. Riempie means it fills. Mi means me. Only that in Italian we write it mi. Mi riempie. It fills me. Non mi stanca mai. In Italian we use the double negative. It means it doesn't. Non. Stanca means tires or bores. Me is me again. So it doesn't bore me or it doesn't tire me. Mai is never. So it doesn't never bore me. So it never bores me. Non mi stanca mai. And then dedicato solo a te means dedicated. Solo is only or just. A te means to you. And then it proceeds with
Giulia.
The second verse is ma chiudi gli occhi e aspetta che, which means ma chiudi gli occhi but shut your eyes or close your eyes. Chiudi is close. Gli is the. Occhi is eyes. So in Italian we say close the eyes instead of saying close your eyes. We could also say chiudi I tuoi occhi, but it would sound a bit redundant. E aspetta che, and aspetta, wait, che is that. Arrivi la mia bocca ad allietarti. Another subjunctive. Wait that. Arrivi is it arrives, only subjunctive. La mia bocca is the my mouth. My mouth. Ad allietarti means to Allietare, this is a very literary sounding word, and it means to delight me. So, whereas in English the structure of the sentence would be, wait for my mouth to come and
delight you, or soothe you, or cheer you, or enliven you.
In Italian it is, wait that my mouth comes to delight you. Then it proceeds, chissà dove, chissà come. Chissà is literally who knows. This is one single word, chissà, with the stress on the last letter, but it originally was two separate words, chi, which means who, and sa, which means knows. You put them all together, you double the S, and you put the accent on the last A, chissà, who knows. Dove means where, who knows where. Chissà come means who knows how, come. And then it proceeds, vorrei fermare il tempo per. Vorrei means I would like, fermare is to stop. I would like to stop. Il tempo is the time. Per means to or in order to. And we are on the following line. Godere delle tue fantasie. Godere means enjoy or obtain pleasure. Delle means from, although it literally means of thee. So enjoy your or get pleasure from. Tue fantasie means your fantasies. And the last line of this second verse is e ascoltare senza interruzioni. And ascoltare is listen, senza is without, and interruzioni is interruptions. So if we go 2 lines back, we have this vorrei, I would like to. I would like to do what? Vorrei plus infinitive fermare, I would like to stop, in order to godere, enjoy, and ascoltare, another infinitive, listen to. And then we have another chorus and then another single line which is different, which is respira piano e ascolta che. Respira is breathe, so this is an imperative, breathe. Piano means either slowly or calmly, so do not breathe deeply or loudly, but respira piano, breathe softly. E ascolta che means and listen, ascolta, che, that, and listen that. Questo è dedicato a te, this is dedicated to you, and so on and so forth, with a repetition of the chorus. So this was the end of the song. If you liked this video, as usual, put a thumb up, pollice su, mi piace, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Please do spread the word, share the links to this video if you liked it on your social media, and let's engage in some Italian related conversation in the comment section below. If you have any other question regarding the band, the video clip, the song, or anything concerning the Italian music in general, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below. If you're feeling particularly generous, you can donate. You can buy me a coffee, or you can donate via PayPal. And a big shout out to all those people who along the years have made donations to the channel. You really have no idea of what this means to me. After 2 years, this channel is not monetized. So this means that all the work I do here, I do it for free. Actually, I paid several €100 yearly for the copyright on some songs that I choose to feature on the channel. So whenever I get a donation, I'm really happy, and it gives me the motivation to keep doing these videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next of LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. Ciao! Grazie, 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 grazie. Grazie, 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 grazie a tutti questi splendidi spettatori del canale. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.